What's up, y'all? Welcome back to East Crime Basketball. And in today's video, we're going to break down some of the moves that can help you finish around the rim better. Now, I think that every player on the court should be able to finish around the rim good. I mean, if you take a look at Kyrie Irving, Stephen Curry, and most of these very quick and athletic players, they have multiple counters and multiple finishes in their bag. Floaters, layups, reverse layups, and etc. The list goes on. You know, there are many counters you can do with just a simple layup or just a simple floater. For example, you can do a Euro step or just some sort of up and under finish. There are a lot of finishes that you can use just by improving layups and other different finishes. So in this video, we're going to break down some of the drills that can help you improve your layups. Let's get into it. Now, in this first drill, you're going to be standing almost 45 degrees to the hoop. What you need to do is you need to do just one dribble. So you pick up the ball, do it 1, 2. So you do a first step and then a second step, and then you finish. Now, the key to this drill is actually to do it as quick as possible and release your ball with your fingertips. So, in reality, when you're finishing, your ball needs to be released with your fingertips. So you're almost doing like this. Like this. And the key to a powerful finish is to actually jump from your one leg, extend the hand almost to this position, and release the ball on the way down. So, like that. Like that. This is the key to this drill. Now, in the next drill, we're gonna be improving our floaters. So we're going to do a 1, 2 step onto a floater. So it's gonna be 1, 2 onto a floater. Now, as you can see, the key to this drill is to actually jump from your one leg, extend your hand, almost up, almost vertically up, like this. And as you're jumping, release the ball. So you're gonna go from this position to this and releasing your ball over here. So it's gonna look something like that. You're gonna be jumping on to release. And actually, the release should be equal to your shot. So almost like you're shooting the basketball, like this, right? So you're bending your follow through. And that's exactly how you should release the ball on the floater. Just remember in your head that you should release the ball. Normally you would release the ball on your shot like this. Just remember that you should release the ball over here. So it's higher than your typical release point. And the key behind it is, actually, if you're dealing with a big man who's, multiple inches taller than you, he can easily block your shot. And that's exactly why we should use the floater, is to avoid our shot from getting blocked by big man. So let's get into the next drill. All right, the next drill is Euro step. Now, I see a lot of players do the Euro step. For example, probably the most known and the biggest example is James Harden. He just perfected the Euro step, and it's almost like his trademark. He just does it so smooth, and he can finish all the time. The key behind the Euro step is actually to drop the ball, plant your first foot, then do the first step onto a finish. In the game, it's gonna look like this. Now, with the fourth drill, we have the low pickup. And it's mostly used when you're in a high traffic situation. So there are a lot of players near the basket in the paint. And in order for your ball not to be stolen, you should pick up the ball low, keep it low, and then finish. Now you can see Kyrie Irving do it a lot of times, and that's just because he has that instinct of keeping his ball safe. Like if you look at Kyrie, most of the time when he's finishing, his ball is like this, very low, or he's doing some sort of pickup like this. It's either like this, mostly on the spin, like that, right? It's gonna be either like this, like if he's doing like so, he's playing the ball real close to his chest, or he's gonna be like this, like it's very low. It can be in a pocket, like James Harden do it. Like you see, James Harden does it a lot, but the low pickup is essentially used for very high traffic situations. Now, as you can see, there are also many counters with that move. For example, the first one, you're picking the ball low, bringing it across over your head, and then basically just putting it right here near your shoulder. So, like this, low, over the head to high. And it's almost like a Euro step. So you do 1, 2, and then the finish. The other one, sort of like a pro hop. When you pick the ball low, you're gonna actually be staying on one foot, like this, onto a jump, and you're landing on 2 legs, on your 2 feet. So, 1, 2. And the key behind this drill overall is not to pick the ball with your second hand. So, in an ideal situation, your ball must be picking up by one hand, and this is in order for you not to get a travel. So again, we're going to be doing this, taking one hand, then quickly put your second hand to it, and then finish the ball. This is exactly how we do the low pickup. Now, with this last drill, what we're gonna do is we're gonna practice some reverse finishes. And it almost works like the first exercise, where you're actually gonna be starting from the 45-degree angle, then onto a 2-step, right? So 1, 2, finish with a scoop layup almost, right? Now, in this situation, you're gonna be standing close to the basket. But just this time, you're gonna be finishing with the opposite hand. So if you're on the right side, if you're on the left side, you're gonna be finishing with the right hand. And if you're on the left side, you can finish with right hand. Let me show it to you. And that's how you do the reverse finish. Now, if you're looking for a more complicated way to finish, I would recommend the up and under finish. Now, you can almost use your reverse layout there. The only thing though is you're using your right hand. If you're finishing like this, you're using your right hand to put a spin on the ball on the right side. And if you're using the left hand, you can put the proper spin on the ball in order for it to go into the basket, but just on the left side. So now I would say it's much easier for you to finish on the opposite side of the backboard rather than just finishing straight up to the backboard. So like this. I think that it's much easier to finish like this. And the reason behind it is you can actually turn your body to the right position that you need. So for example, if I'm finishing like this, in the air, I can turn my body like this and actually do a simple layup. And that's how you do it. There are a few keys and a few drills that I've showed you today that you can use to improve your finishing. Use them and be better at what you're doing. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and comment and subscribe. See you in the next video.